Welcome back, Rat Pack, or welcome to the Rat Pack. My name is James Turnipseed. If you didn't know that, hi, how you doing? Let's talk it. Fear the Walking Dead. So when I say lore books, I mean the comic books, because to me it's like an RPG type of thing where the comic, it's there, but it's the guidelines, you know, type of thing. So yeah, I have an issue with the title because it's Fear the Walking Dead, and in the comic book and the TV show, we are the Walking Dead, the people, not the zombies. So it's Fear the People in my brain, but that's just me. Two other things that bothered me a little bit, and it's not like deal breakers, it's just kind of like, didn't think about this. One, they get in a hospital, which... when the daughter, there's two main characters, or the main family, because they talked about in the beginning, or like a pre-show thing, they talked about like it's a family, they're building a family, because they're from a broken home and they got a stepdad, and ooh no, and the other kid, that stepdad's son has a stepmom, ooh, that type of thing. I come from a broken home too, and it's not that big of a deal. You pick the one family member you live with, and then you go visit the other one on the weekends, or every other weekend, whatever the court worked out for you. So yes, two things that bugged me. They're in the hospital, and the daughter is always texting on her phone, which is kind of like, what hospital has cell phone service in it that works? You ever get those text messages? Hey, I'm in the hospital. What the fuck happened? Pardon my language, I know it'll get a little sometimes, but I'm sorry if you don't like that. I'll try to keep it, because I know some people are younger and they're like, what's The Walking Dead? You know, TV mature, but I'm sorry, that's my one F word. And then the kid, one of them's a drug addict, junkie, heroin. His name's Nick, and he broke 2 ribs in the beginning because he got hit by a car, because he saw, if you saw the commercial, he's the one with the button-down button-down white shirt with it open, and he's running, and he looks like a good-looking, basically like, hey, I got abs and I run a lot, you know, with the hair to like here type of dude. The sexy model Calvin Klein guy, I guess. That's the other thing, he has abs and he's on heroin, I don't know. But yeah, he broke 2 ribs because he got hit by a car. And I looked up, how long does it take to, you know, how long's broken ribs? So how long does that fuck you up for? It's apparently 6 weeks. According to Bing. There you go. 6 weeks. You can't see it. Sorry. Yeah, so 6 weeks, and he's on the streets in 2 days. So yeah, they have, which is kind of weird, metal detectors in their school, and I went to a LAUSD school. We didn't have that. I've been out of school for a while, but I'm pretty sure they didn't put that in the budget. Like, textbooks were an issue. So yeah, mom and stepdad work at the school. I didn't catch her. I think the stepdad's name's Travis. I didn't get the mom's name. But, so it's Nick, junkie son, Travis, stepdad. Stepdad's son is named Chris. They call him on the phone, and he's like, I'm not going. Because apparently they don't like stepdad, and he doesn't like stepmom. What a coincidence. And they got the nerdy, emo haircut, acne, bullied kid. He has a knife in his pocket. So mom is kind of cool and throws some change in his pocket when they go through the metal detector. And he's just a student, and she talks to him, and she's like, what's with the knife? Are you still getting bullied? And he's like, no. And apparently he was on the internet looking up some stuff, and there's outbreaks in other cities, and she's like, you spend too much time on the internet. And mom's kind of got a bad attitude. She's kind of a bitch. Like, he was high when they, like, she don't want to believe shit. She's kind of like, bad attitude, like, no, my son's a junkie. And then she kind of turns around later in the episode. So yeah, Junkie Son Nick saw his girlfriend, I guess, kind of thing they were going with. Apparently he shot up, nodded off. She shot up, and OD'd. In my head, I think that's my theory. She OD'd, died. Everybody's infected. Don't know how. Still woke up. 8 dead friends. Dude woke up, saw it, ran out in the street, got hit by a car. Hospital. The dude next to him in the hospital is like an old man. He dies. During the cold blue, when they come in, he got the nurse to untie him, which gave him a bedpan because they had him strapped. Because when you try to commit suicide, which what they thought he tried to do, you get tied up because they're afraid you're gonna hurt yourself. So yeah, he breaks out of the hospital, and he could do that because he's an adult. You can check yourself out of the hospital if you don't want to be there anymore. You're just like, I want to go home. Bye. When you're 18, you can do that. So yeah, stepdad went to the church the guy was hiding out in, which they're trying to catch you to get to like, oh, The Walking Dead. They had a TV. They were in the Rick was in the hospital. Hey, they were in the church too. You know, that kind of stuff. And he saw a bunch of blood, and the mom's kind of like, it's, you know, they call it the shooting gallery, because apparently a lot of people that do heroin hang out there. So they're like, tons of bad things happen here. It's the mom's theory. That's her attitude. Tons of bad things happen here. She finds where Nick slept and kind of has a breakdown and cries a bit. Finds one of his books, open it, and there's some tinfoil with some black burnt stuff on it and syringe, and she's like, oh god. So for sure that kid's on heroin. Good luck dealing with that shit in the zombie apocalypse. Daughter's dating a black dude who's they're into art, I guess. She's trying to skip class with him, and he's like, I'm not smart enough to do that, and I'm not smart like you. And apparently they're both ditching class every now and then, basic high school stuff. And downtown LA County stuff, I ditched school a whole bunch. Stay in school, kids, it's better. So yeah, and then this was crazy. They're on the freeway and they get stopped. The police stop traffic because somebody's dead. You find out later there's helicopters going around for some strange reason. I don't know, maybe somebody got shot on the freeway. I don't know why there'd be helicopters there for ambulance, sent ambulance. And so that dude, one of the guys gets up and starts eating people. You don't see it, but you hear gunshots. Travis and stepmom or mom jump in the truck, and they drive on the side of the freeway where, you know how the freeway split type of thing. They go over when there's a cop car. So it's like the freeway splitting like this. They're on this one. There's a cop car blocking some lanes here, like to stop traffic, and they want to get onto this freeway. So they basically break the law nasty and reckless drive through and over to get out from the gunshots. Later you see the kids looking at it on their phone, and they're like, that's fake, right? That's fake. You know, basically doing kid stuff where, hey, did you check out this YouTube video? Like, look, this dude gets shot a whole bunch and is eating people, and they're like, that's fake. And they're all watching it in the teacher's lounge type of thing on the tablet. And mom like looks away and is like super shocked, and then stepdad Travis is like, hey, that's what Nick was talking about, like we gotta find him. And then they go find him, and I have no idea why this episode was an hour and a half long. I do, but I don't know why they went with it, because there's a lot of, like, you ever watch that show The Hills, and how they used to show like, hey, this is downtown, look at all the scenery and the buildings type of thing. They do a lot of that, which is kind of annoying for an hour and a half. You kind of just like, you know, let's get this ball rolling in this pilot episode. But yeah, daughter gets stood up by boyfriend at Venice Beach, which my personal thing is, like, again, I've been to Venice Beach. I've been to downtown. There's a lot of homeless people there. It's pretty sad. There's a lot of graffiti too, and there's a lot of, it's represented. The graffiti is hooked up, but not enough homeless people, in my opinion. She gets stood up at Venice, and she's like, I'm leaving. She's texting him the whole time. Where are you? I'm here. Where? You better be dead. That's one thing she texted him before she texted, I'm leaving, because she got stood up. And so then Nick escapes the hospital and is running around, living on the streets like a junkie do. He keeps calling somebody and you don't know who, and he's just like, hey man, I need to talk to you. I don't mean to do it. It's on a flip phone. Still don't know what year it is. Excuse me. And mom and stepdad Travis go to his old friend Calvin, and ask him, and he's cleaning out his parents' like minivan type of thing, basically doing like, oh hey, this guy probably was a junkie or a high school friend of Nick's and not no more. And he's just like, oh no, I haven't seen him. Like, if you want, I'll go in and make some phone calls and see if I can find him. They're like, yeah, that'd be great. And then it turns out Calvin's a drug dealer, and so Nick, the heroin that he took that killed his friend. And he talks to him like, hey man, what'd you give me? Was it PCP? What'd you sell me? And that guy got offended, like, what the fuck you talking about my shit, motherfucker? I'll fuck kill you, nigga. Type of shit. I'm sorry if that offended you. That's black dude drug dealer talk. So he does that, and then Nick like kind of cries on his shoulder, and he's like, I don't know, man. It's just like unbelievable, cause he's freaking out. He saw his friend eat somebody. You will get destroyed if you saw that mentally. That'll fuck your shit up. So then he takes him into the LA River, which, if you don't know what the LA River is, it's a man-made structure that doesn't have any water in it. That's what the LA River is. If you played Grand Theft Auto 5, you know what the LA River is. It's that place where you can hide from the cops, that big, tall thing with like a bridge over it, and you can drive down it. That's the LA River. Calvin takes him down there, and he's like, stay in here, don't worry, Nick, we're safe. And then he gets something out of his trunk, and then he's like, get off the car, Nick. And he flashes like a gun at him, and he's like, ooh, and you're like, dang, shit got real. They get in a scuffle with it, because he knows he's going to shoot him, because he said something about his drugs. Apparently Calvin's a pretty paranoid drug dealer. They're in the scuffle. Nick shoots him like right here in the chest, like right in the sternum area. He dies, falls over sideways, and is dead. Nick kind of freaks out, rolls him over. You see the gunshot with a little bit of blood. He starts to panic like this, and then walks away. Apparently he called his folks and was like, come get me, I'm scared, mom, and don't bring stepdad. Hangs up, and then stepdad shows up with mom, and he's like, why'd you bring, I said don't bring him, I said don't bring him. So it's like sitcom mixed with Walking Dead, kind of weird. He shot Calvin, he shows him he shot Calvin where Calvin was dead. He's not there no more. They came down like a tunnel path through the LA River again. It's just covered area, so it's kind of like a tunnel square cut out. They drove down there because that's where he shot Calvin, and they get next to the abandoned car that they were in, and there's the gun on the floor, but no blood at all. And when you shoot somebody in this chest area, they kind of bleed on the floor, you know, a lot of blood. No blood. They all get back in the car, and Travis pops it up, and he's doing this the whole time, and you see his, or not his view, but you're looking at his face, so it's kind of like POV, if you know what that is. So you're like looking at him, and he's looking back and backing up, and then hey, there's Calvin in the middle of the tunnel. So it's like, kind of, where was he when they drove down the tunnel? I don't know, but that ain't Calvin, yo. Mom and stepdad get out the car, look at him, and it looks like he tried to bite stepmom or mom's arm, but I don't think he did. At least I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he bit her. from the preview for the next couple episodes. I think she didn't get bit. They kind of push him away. Dad's with a struggle with him. Nick's in the front seat now, or takes over the driver's seat, backs up and hits Calvin. Calvin gets up. He runs him over frontwards and then throws him out into the river, and you see him look up. And his like collarbone sticking out and his face is all jacked up, and that's how it ends. So, pretty dragged out episode. Kind of didn't really get that much information about the characters. Kind of gets you a little bit. Like, I get it. The kid's a drug addict. He buys drugs off of not the best people. You're from a broken home. I get that too. So yeah, I'm gonna give it the pilot shot, which is episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, because by then you get to know the characters. It's less background story. It's less character development. Now let's get to the show. The acting wasn't as bad as The Walking Dead Season 1. If you don't believe me, go back and watch that. So yeah, come by every Sunday for all The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead when it starts October 11th, which is a few weeks away. I think the Fear the Walking Dead syncs up with it. Like, Fear the Walking Dead ends and then the next week is The Walking Dead, which would give Fear the Walking Dead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes. Kind of weird. I think it might be 6, so there might be a week off, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. So yeah, feel free to subscribe, thumbs up. Let me know if you watched the Fear the Walking Dead pilot. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Are you going to check it out now? If you didn't, they're going to show it a whole lot like they do with all the other Walking Dead stuff. Peace, I'm out of here, everybody.